So today I wanted to react to the roster changes. It looks like we have a lot of new changes, and I'm curious to see what you guys think for today. And I know some people seen it, and what I'm gonna do in this is talk about the changes a little bit, and I'm also gonna just share predictions of what I think is probably gonna happen next for the game. Just something, just a little bit different. And I'm gonna mix in some DLC predictions as well from already rep shows that we could probably get, and maybe some new reps. And I had a little bit of trouble trying to think of new reps because there's so many shows out there, and I'm not sure, considering the fact that Nickelodeon has an input on some of these characters of who gets in. It's probably going to affect the changes of some of these characters that we want to see probably might not end up making it in. So we're probably not going to see some of these characters again. They'll have different roles, which I'm sure they possibly have, but we just don't know what went down yet as far as the decisions that they made and things like that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments as far as the roster, the changes and things like that, if you want to chime in and share your reactions and your opinions. And what I'm going to do right now is talk about DLC predictions just real quick for already rep shows. I think Vexus is probably guaranteed to be one of those DLC characters, and we have single reps from Zim to Rocco there, meaning they're the only characters from their show that's being represented in this game. So we don't know what's going to happen yet. They could end up changing some of these characters. Maybe Mikey could be a DLC character, Leonardo and Otto. I'm not sure how to take that, but I'm just not gonna sit up here and try to play. I would buy a DLC character if it was Cat Dog, Mikey, or Leonardo, considering the changes that these characters play. Just every character is different. They play differently. They made changes. Even characters like Aang, for example, and Patrick having his own counter move that we've seen from the showcases and more. I'm up for buying the DLC if it comes down to that, because the characters will be different. Even though it's a familiar face, they're going to have a completely different playstyle. See what I'm talking about? So I think that's the whole case I could say as far as that for the roster changes and all. If they end up coming out as DLC, we don't know. But just to continue on, Mr. Krabs, I think we're definitely probably going to get a 5th SpongeBob rep as DLC. And then I think we're going to possibly get a new Loud House member. There's no way they're probably just going to keep 2 of them. Whatever changes that they made, we just don't know what's going to possibly happen, and who's going to get in next. What's going to happen to these characters? Where are they, since there's several missing characters? So we still have that being the unknown. Maybe they're hidden, maybe they're unlockable, we don't know yet. But another rep, just to wrap up, my 4th character from I picked Professor Membrane. I thought they'd probably go for another Invader Zim rep. Potentially they could get someone from Rocco, they could get someone from Garfield like John Arbuckle, and so on and so forth. They could get it even so far as getting Eliza, who I think has potential of being a great character for this, so we only got one Wild Thornberries rep. We never know. But just to wrap up, new reps, I think a Nickelodeon pick would be Big Nate. I personally would like to see him make it into this game, this new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 with the changes. Otis the cow, I went with Fanboy and Chum. And then last but not least, he's a reach. He's going to be tough to get. I really hope that they possibly try to get him at some point. Even if he doesn't make it in, I'm still going to be enjoying the game. I went with Timmy Turner as the last pick for new reps. So 4 different characters for already rep series from the game, already from what we have in the roster, and then 4 different reps. You got Big Nate, Otis, Fanboy, and Chum as another potential duo. I think the game needs another duo, more duos to get in. And then I went with Timmy Turner being the last character, maybe as a new rep, if they can get him. And just to wrap up, I personally don't mind whoever they go after and whoever they get into the game. I'm glad that the game is real and we get to experience it. I'm still going to have fun. I'm still kind of surprised in a way, but I don't know what happened. Where are these characters going to be? What role will they play? Will they be in future updates? We still have some unanswered questions, but we're just gonna probably have to wait and see what they did, because we're probably not gonna end up seeing some of these characters again, considering the roster changes, and there's all different ones and changes that have been moved. Characters got moved. These new characters have different roles now. But I'm interested in seeing what you guys think, whether you like or dislike the changes. Let me know in the comments what's some of the characters that you're most interested in playing on launch day. If you have a main already, or maybe you're thinking of getting a new main, which I think is possibly going to be the case.